Hi, I'm Karen from I Fix Things, and I'm standing up here on a ladder with my dusk to dawn light. And what that means is, inside the garage, I turn on a switch that sends power to the light. But because it has a photo sensor right here, the light only turns on when it gets dark. See, like this, watch. See that? So I covered the sensor and tricked it, and it thought, oh, it's nighttime. I'm going to turn on the light. See that? Now what happens with these things every now and then is that the photo sensor will go bad. And since you turned it on inside the garage, now it just simply acts like a regular light, and it's on all the time. That's no fun. You paid the extra money for something that turns on at night, turns off in the morning. So I have a bad light inside the house that has a bad photo sensor, and I'm going to trade it out and see if I can repair the darn thing. So, see you inside. I have a bad photo cell or photo sensor, and on the dusk to dawn light, you can see here's what's called the eye. Here's the eye that senses when it's light or when it's dark. And then that basically is a gate for electricity to flow to the bulb or not. And when it fails in the open position or in the on position, so that the light just then works as a regular light. So what I've done is I've ordered a new part, and you know, this is all pretty easy. I ordered a new part off of eBay, and I'm going to take it apart and put the new photo sensor in. But here is my big disclaimer. I'm not an electrician. I really don't know a lot about electricity, and I am not in any way telling you what to do. I'm just kind of showing you what I'm going to do to save some money and fix a lamp. Let's take it apart and see what happens. I went ahead and got the part number off of the back of this and got the new part number off of eBay. So here it is, me opening it. See? There's the eye. And the part numbers match perfectly with the part number right here on this sensor. We're going to take it apart, so let me move the camera so that you can see a little bit better what I'm doing. And so I can remember what I'm doing. So I need to remove this eye, this device from here. I'll probably have to take apart a couple of wire nuts and rewire nut it back together. This is the kind put on by the manufacturer, which is permanent. So when I take this off, I won't be able to reuse it, but that's okay. I happen to have my box of wire nuts that I'll be able to find the right size to reposition everything back together. So here we go. I think the way this removes is the collar screws off. Let's get our vision devices in place. Okay, sure enough, there it is, see? That just unscrews. Hold it. Save, there's a plastic washer that came out. Save that. Remember that. Ah, you know what? I just figured it out. That is the collar that unscrews. And I think I might use the black collar instead of this silver shiny one because it won't match with this. So I'm going to use the black collar on the new one. And put that nut on it. Okay, so now I've got to take this all apart. I'm just going to snip off this zip tie, take it all apart. This way I can see what I'm working with a little bit better. So this is what I do. For those that are real electricians, you probably already know what all this means. I don't. So because of that, you know, nothing is posting as positive or negative or anything like that. So I'm going to take only one apart at a time And for instance, if you notice, this is oriented with a top and a bottom. So I'll just do the same thing. I'll orient it and I'll work on the top one first and then the bottom one next, because I don't know what positive and negative is in this situation or if it even matters. But I don't care, because what I'm going to do is just replicate exactly how I found it so that I'm not, posing myself any kind of an electrical risk. Snip it as close as I can to the top. Go ahead and strip it. This is a wire stripper. I'm going to strip the cable. There we go. So, okay, I cut the top one, and it goes to this one that's part of the housing of the lamp. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and take the top one, which is already partially pre-stripped, and wire nut these two together. This cute little gray one might just do the trick. So, oriented properly. Top to that. So we're just gonna, the way this works, from the way I understand it, is you twist them together like that. Can you see that? You twist the two together in a clockwise motion, and then you just keep going clockwise. There. And just to be safe, I was always told it doesn't matter how good you think your wire nut job is. You're going to take a little bit of electrician's tape and go ahead and make that joint safe. Now I'm going to cut the bottom one as far up as possible, which now means this is removed. That's okay, because all I have is one left, right? One wire left. Go ahead and twist these together in a clockwise motion. Get another one of those cute wire nuts. The little ones are cute. Screw it together. And then again, a little bit of electrician's tape to just be safe. Now, I'm going to take this little seating nut. It's kind of cosmetic, but it does serve a purpose. And I'm going to take this nut off. Put it onto there. Okay. Having some difficulty. Okay. It's not cooperating. So. What I'm trying to do is get this washer down off of the threads so that I'm able to screw this down. Okay. So I have successfully seated the new lamp and it's ready for install. But I was thinking I'd like to test it. And problem is all I have are these raw wires. Well, that's all right, because I happen to have a small extension cord right here that has only raw wires as well. Now, if this wasn't marked so ever so clearly, green is always going to be ground, and then white and black. So I've got green here, white and black. So to me, this feels like a pretty safe bet that if I join white with white, black with black, and green with green, and plug it in, I should have a light that works. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to plug it in until I've made the connections. And then I'll put a little light bulb in here, and we'll test then to see if this photocell is now working for this lamp. If it is, I know exactly where I'm going to install it. Cool, huh? So, let me go ahead, strip this some. I love these wire strippers. Boy, they save a lot of money, a lot of time. Okay, so like I said, black with black, white with white, and so on. So I'm going to take off that. Twist these together. Put a cute little wire nut on it. Then we're going to do white. And then we're going to do the ground. So now, at this point, there is no risk of any wires touching other wires. They're just sitting here like this. I've got them nicely separated. Let me go get a light bulb and we'll see what's coming up next. Okay, 60 watt. So the way this should work then is I'm going to plug it in. It shouldn't turn on. Then I'll cover the light sensor and then it should turn on. So let's see what we got. Okay, light is plugged in. Nothing. So let's cover it. Oh yeah, there we go. Lamp is repaired. Oh my gosh. This is a good day. You know, I don't know a lot about electricity. I actually hate working with electricity. But there are some simpler jobs like installing ceiling fans or installing a light fixture like this that it's pretty easy. Just 3 little wires. You go with the color that you see. Otherwise, don't do it and hire a professional. And again, my disclaimer is this is at your own risk. I'm just showing you what I did and lucked out. And didn't hurt myself either. The reason I post this is because I really enjoy trying to make something work. This lamp was destined for the trash heap because it was no longer working for my needs. But I just want to encourage you that you can do this too. So I'm Karen. I fix things. You can too.